All right, event number 1 is the meaty CrossFit total. Knock off the standard CrossFit total, which is squat, deadlift, and strict press. This event will be a squat, it will be a deadlift, and it will be a shoulder to overhead. The event's gonna work on a 90-second clock. So if you have 3 people on a team, right, each athlete is only doing 1 lift. You will have a squatter, you will have a deadlifter, and you will have a shoulder to overhead-er, right? Each person will get 3 attempts max at their lift. However, if you fail a squat or you fail a deadlift, you forfeit any of the rest of your attempts. So if Adam takes his first attempt at a squat and fails it, he's going to take a 0 on the event. So make sure you plan accordingly to hit your first lift clean. Shoulder to overhead will be able to attempt it again or attempt a different weight if they fail. Let's talk about how this will work. So the clock will count down 3, 2, 1. During the first 90-second window, it will start with the squatter. The squatter will unwrap the bar. For this lift to be completed appropriately, the hips must be in line with the knees, squatting 2 parallel. He must stand all the way up at the top. The remainder of that 90-second window not used by the squatter is simply rest time or time to adjust this bar for the shoulder to overhead. You will only have 1 racked bar that will be shared by the squatter and the shoulder to overhead. So the rest of that 90-second window finishes. Athlete number 2, come here, Nick, we're going to pretend you're athlete number 2. Athlete number 2 will be the deadlifter. The deadlifter, 3, 2, 1, will now have 90 seconds to complete a deadlift. They must stand all the way up, head and shoulders behind the bar, hips locked out, knees locked out. They can drop it from the top, or they can set it back down, however they please. Staggered grip is fine, double overhand grip is fine. No straps are allowed, right? Bar straps. Belts totally allowed, knee wraps allowed, pretty much everything standard. Then we finish that 90-second window, 3, 2, 1. The shoulder to overhead person will now go. They will unrack. They may use a push press. They may use a push jerk. They may use a split jerk. As long as they finish with that bar locked overhead and themselves fully stacked, right? They cannot bring the bar down as they're bringing their legs back together. This must be the final position with the bar fully overhead. One additional thing to note, you will be allowed to use spotter arms, right, for your squatter in case they fail. However, if your shoulder to overhead person is jerking where Adam just jerked and fails a rep onto the spotter arms, that breaks barbells, so you will take a 0 for the event. So you either need to take those off in between or simply walk the weight out to behind the spotter arms to allow you room to bail your bar. That's it, huh? That's it. Boom, event 1.